This is All India Radio. Whispers of the Wind. All India Radio, in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar, presents science serial Whispers of the Wind, based on understanding and managing climate change and global warming. Let's listen to episode number 20, titled Impact of Climate Change, Part 1.
Mama! Mama!
What happened, Vani?
Mama, please bring my breakfast. I'm already too late.
Didi, no breakfast for you today. You are not taking interest in your study, hence no breakfast. Do you understand?
Akash, you please keep quiet. You always remain busy with your mobile.
Yeah.
Not taking enough interest in your studies. Even Papa knows about it all.
Yeah.
And 1 second, what about your final exams, huh? God knows.
Didi, you can say anything, but there is no breakfast for you.
Mama, please hurry up. I'm already late.
Coming. Vani, Akash is right. It will take some time.
But why, Mama? You know my school bus is going to arrive shortly.
I know, but...
Vani, don't worry. Take your breakfast after 1 hour. Do you know, all schools have been closed by the administration.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But why the schools have been closed? Is there anything serious?
Vani, have you noticed?
What?
The temperature is rising day by day.
Yes, Papa. But what is the relation between the two? Even rain was there on last Monday.
Not last Monday, it's raining since last night.
Oh.
Few areas have been flooded with water and not possible to drive on those roads. You know, schools have been closed so that the affected people can be accommodated there on precautionary measures. National Disaster Force is prepared for any contingency.
Oh, I didn't notice it. I was busy with my school project.
No problem. Don't worry. Now take it easy and have your breakfast after an hour.
But Papa, it has never happened earlier. It is too much hot with unseasonal rain. Difficult to believe.
Yes, Akash. It's all due to global warming and climate change.
What do you mean by climate change?
Yes, Papa. Even my teacher was telling the same. Many countries are under its influence.
What are the reasons behind this, Papa?
Enough. First have your breakfast.
Okay, Mama, but it will be better if both can go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Listen, air and water are two important constituents of our environment. Long-time changes in the environment fall under climate change. These can be natural or man-made factors. After Industrial Revolution, the average climate conditions have changed and world temperature is rising. Sea level is rising. And many living species are on the verge of disintegration, you understand?
Yes, Mama. Our ma'am was also telling that the causes behind natural disasters in Jammu and Kashmir, Kedarnath, Tamil Nadu and Kerala were due to climate change.
True.
But Mama, how did they happen?
Vani, see, we human beings are the main culprits. In nature, the process of change is very slow. But it's all due to deforestation and excessive exploitation of resources that causes all these blunders.
Mummy, I had learned that even polar ice is also melting at fast rate.
True, Akash. Absolutely right. During last 100 years, Antarctica temperature has risen almost double. Its snow cover is depleting day by day. It affects the lives of living organisms that found in the Antarctic region. If it continues, then I think by the end of this century, 80% snow cover of Alps mountain may disappear.
Oh God.
Yes. Our own glaciers in Himalayas are melting at very fast speed as compared to other regions.
And you know, kids, due to global warming, the ice and snow of the glaciers and the Antarctica melt at faster rate.
Oh.
This raised the sea level. On an average, the sea level has been raised by 27 centimeters.
Oh.
There is a danger that low-lying countries like Maldives may be submerged under seawater in near future.
Oh
True.
God.
Very true. And remember, The rising level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere cause change in our ecosystem. You know, the acidity of seawater is rising. It changes the living organism patterns, and moreover, the carbon absorption power of the ocean is reducing day by day.
Correct.
Increasing pollution means change in biodiversity and the ecosystem.
If these changes continue in future, means more and more disasters.
True.
A change in temperature up to 1 or 2 degrees Celsius will change the pattern of agriculture production.
And we are witnessing this.
Green pastures covers may be reduced and water availability may be affected.
Right.
Okay.
This will lead to human refuge from one place to others.
True. And you know, due to mass scale migration, the demography of many regions may change, which means change in social setup. The social disturbance will cause disharmony and unrest in the society. Shortage of food and scarcity of available water may cause worldwide unrest and violence. India, Bangladesh, and China may be the most affected countries in the world.
Really?
Yes. In one UN report, it is said that in coming years, the weather change and global warming will drastically change the future world.
And you know, kids, effects of climate change will be reflected throughout the world.
True.
India can't remain aloof.
Yeah.
Right.
Due to global warming, we shall face many problems. By an estimate, it has been predicted that temperature of Indian subcontinent may rise up to 4 degrees Celsius.
4 degrees Celsius.
But who predicts these changes? And how are these predictions made?
Vani, it is all by the Department of Meteorology.
Oh.
Indian Space Research Organization collects data from the weather satellites launched for this purpose. It has been predicted that the sea water in our region is rising at the rate of 2.5 millimeter per year. If it continues, it is estimated that by 2050, the sea level will rise by 15 to 36 centimeters. Low-lying areas like Sundarban may be submerged under the seawater.
True, very true. And you know, due to greenhouse effect, the average temperature is actually rising. By one estimate, it has been predicted by the scientists that the average temperature of the world during 2020 may surpass the temperature of last 1000 years.
Oh my God.
Yes. The 1995 report of Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change said that if the present situation continues by the end of 21st century, the global temperature may rise by 3.5 to 10 degrees Celsius.
True.
The report says that the greenhouse gas effects has already begun and it's now clearly visible.
Yes.
But Papa, is India too going through these changes?
Yes, Akash, no country is safe. True. Those countries where monsoon brings rain may be affected by heavy rain, drought or flood or soil erosion or something else. You know, quality of water may not be the same and even its availability get reduces.
Yeah.
It is said that the rainfall in middle and northern India will fall and that of eastern and southwestern India will rise.
Oh.
This means drought in some parts
And floods in other parts.
Correct.
Now I understand. This was the reason of last year's flood in our city.
Right, it may be possible. Under these conditions, our agriculture will be drastically affected. You know, availability of drinking water will be reduced. Water will get polluted and moreover, the distribution of water will be affected. And in some parts of the world like Southeast Asia, water will be available in abundance, but in Central Asia, its availability will be scarce.
But will the countries lying on the seashores also be affected?
The effect of rising sea level will be felt up to 60 kilometers from the shores.
60 kilometers?
Yes, 60 kilometers. In Bangladesh, the Ganga Brahmaputra Delta, Nile River Delta in Egypt, Marshall Islands and Maldives Islands will be submerged under sea water. Can you imagine that?
Yes, it's scary. Well, in India, many parts of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Goa, Gujarat and West Bengal may submerged under seawater. And about 10 crore people maybe get displaced, and many parts of Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Island may get lost underwater.
10 crore.
Yes.
Can
10
you imagine, kids?
crore.
It's not a small figure.
Yes. And this will also reduce the availability of fresh and drinking water.
Not only this, it will also affect the biodiversity of sea corals and seaweeds.
True.
Which are commonly known as the tropical rainforest of the oceans. Rise in temperature will also affect the microorganisms of the seas and the oceans. They may get lost from some regions. In 1997, a substantial portion of Pacific Ocean coral reefs and other weeds and many other species were affected. By an estimate, it is found that 30% coral reefs are drastically affected.
Yes.
10% were killed and about 30% have degeneration. Global Coral Reef Monitoring Network of Australia has reported that by 2050, most of the coral reefs may disappear from the global face.
Going to be very sad.
Papa, are the fishes also going to be affected by the global warming? They are water creatures after all.
Yes, Vani, there is no doubt in it. By the way, I have to leave now. Okay?
Okay.
But Papa, you still not answered my questions.
I will answer all your questions in the evening. But now I have to leave.
Papa.
See you in the evening, kids. Bye-bye.
Bye, Papa.
Bye.
Mama, even you know about all this, right? So please tell us.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your question?
Didi has asked about the effect of global warming on fishes and other living organisms in the oceans and seas.
Yeah.
Good question. See, in one study, it has been reported that global warming is drastically affecting the lives in Caribbean region. Scientists from the University of Florida have reported poisoning of fishes in the Caribbean. The poison passes to human being through food chain, resulting many diseases and physical disorders.
Diseases in fishes.
Surprised?
Yeah.
Akash, Professor Maurice has reported that due to rise in sea temperature, some species of algae are showing intensive growth and many of them are poisonous in nature. And as fishes in seawater survive on algae and seaweeds, right? So hence they are forced to eat these poisonous species, thus they too got poisoned.
But Mama, how is it going to affect us?
It's simple, Vani. When man eat these fishes, his body too get contaminated with harmful and polluted elements.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the poison that found in fishes is very harmful and sometimes become fatal. Even after proper cooking, it still persists in the food. So many people are reported with fatal diseases such as cancer.
What a nexus.
Yes.
Fishes are getting poisoned and those who eat them too suffer.
Yes.
Thank God that we are vegetarians.
But Mama, what about others? How do we come to know about all of them?
There are some common symptoms. People start vomiting and feel dizziness. Diarrhea is also observed in some cases. In some serious cases, the patients start shivering and have intense body pain.
Oh my God. Mummy, it is really frightening.
It is.
But are there some remedies?
Well, experts are of the view that first we should try to know about the main elements that cause this. It's none other than but global warming and weather change. It will help us to protect our environment as well as our biodiversity. Akash, go and open the door.
Yeah. Papa, how you are so early?
Hi.
What happened?
Nothing. I have come early to pick you all with me for a workshop on disaster management.
Oh, wow.
Are you excited?
Yes, Papa.
And experts from different fields are coming to give their presentation.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
So let's get ready fast because we have to reach there in an hour. Come
Okay,
on,
come on.
get
Okay,
ready.
come on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Namaskar. Welcome all of you in this special workshop on managing and understanding climate change and global warming. To explain more, the experts with us on dais are Dr. Anand Sharma, Deputy Director General, Indian Meteorological Department, Dr. Somnath Vaidya Roy, Associate Professor, Atmospheric Science Division, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, and Dr. Sudesh Yadav, Associate Professor, School of Environmental Science, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Thanks. Dr. Anand Sharma, what are the negative impacts of climate change and global warming?
Nowadays, it is said that global warming is happening. Global warming is going on. The climate is changing, and it has many consequences. Many places will be dry, agriculture will be affected, food security will be affected. Many kinds of diseases can spread. Due to the rise in temperature, people may face shortage of water. Many species may go extinct.
Okay, how can we minimize the impact of climate change and global warming?
To check all of these, two things are important. One is mitigation, and the other is adaptation. As far as the question of mitigation is concerned, some countries have been reducing their greenhouse gases. India has also reduced. Carbon emissions should be zero. Solar panels should be installed. Water harvesting techniques should be encouraged. Lifestyle change is very essential. Somewhere, we have to change our mindsets.
Dr. Sudesh Yadav, I would like to ask you that India is a developing country. How is government planning to reduce the impact of climate change?
India is committed to reduce climate change impact. It has made schedules, planned own programs. Being a developing country, India has asked the developed countries to tell their rules, explain their plans, and how they would start it from 2020. As far as India is concerned, it is committed for this, and our government is working on it. Let me give you an example. We have to invest 2.5 lakh crore rupees to achieve the 2020 target. The government has decided to generate more than 1 lakh megawatt of energy from alternate sources, such as solar energy, wind energy, etc. 60,000 watts is from wind power and 40,000 watts from solar energy. So we are committed to it. And we've turned towards nuclear energy too, so that the dependency on coal for production of electricity can be reduced. By doing this, the emission of carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides are reduced. All of these create pollution and global warming.
Dr. Sudesh, how people and development are connected? Please tell us.
In simple language, development means to make more things and to make good things, better things. So development will have to keep going. And when you make things for development, population, people will also be needed to consume them. So population and development are connected. When you develop, you need a place, you put up an industry. If we do action, then environment is also added to it. So nowadays, there is a need for sustainable development. Using a resource and becoming a resource are two different things.
Yes, you explained it well. Dr. Somnath, I would like to ask you, what is international agreement and how alternative resources of energy are encouraged to reduce pollution and climate change impact?
There's one thing, and that is global warming. The Kyoto Agreement was signed in 1997. It was decided in Paris that it is an inter-country agreement. How to keep it under 2-degree temperature increase? In order to keep global warming below 2 degrees, we need reduction in emission of greenhouse gases. But it should be reduced in such a way that in food production, its impact should be minimized. There should be no danger on biodiversity. To do both these things, investment is required. Actually, if you see, the main reason for global warming and climate change is use of fossil fuels. For example, coal, petrol, etc. To resolve global warming problems, we have to reduce the use of these fossil fuels. The population is also increasing. We need energy for development. So where from will this energy come? The resource of alternative energy will play a very important role in it. The government has achieved 57 gigabytes of alternative energy in our country right now.
I would like to thank all of you for participating and enlightening us on this special workshop on climate change. Thank you so much.
Kids, where are you? Come on.
Oh, God.
Okay, children. Have you some more questions to ask? If any doubt, you can ask.
Papa, I have one doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Does global warming and change in weather affect us all equally?
Yes, Akash, there is no doubt about it. It brings natural calamities which in turn affects living organisms more than human beings. Even among men who are poor and homeless are more vulnerable.
Yeah.
And all plant species can't survive in different type of environmental conditions.
Yeah.
Correct.
Every species have their specific requirement for survival. It's the reason that plants die when exposed to adverse conditions of heat and temperature.
Yeah.
Similar to plant species, animals too can't survive and live in the adverse conditions.
True.
If it is dry and drought spells, then vegetarians can't survive. Similarly, when there is shortage of herbivores in the forest, then very difficult for carnivores to sustain. Too much heat in summer, drought or flood creates adverse conditions.
Yeah.
And this becomes more adverse for homeless or nomadic population.
Papa, our ma'am was also telling that even crops and vegetables are affected by global warming and climate change.
Vani, your teacher is absolutely right. Agricultural scientists are saying that in future it is going to affect our crops production at large.
Yes.
By the year of 2100, crop production will fall by 10 to 40%.
Oh, really?
Yes. Winter crops like wheat, barley, mustard, etc. will be affected the most. And in our country alone, there will be a less production up to 4 to 5 crore tons.
Yes. As chances for drought and flood rise means uncertainty in agriculture. You will find a complete change in crop production.
We are witnessing this.
Moreover, this will bring imbalance in world trade and mercantile. Livestock, including milk-producing animals, will need more resources to sustain. Due to rise in temperature, the breeding power and season of fishes and other aquatic marine lives will change. Insects, multiplication and population will rise, but bacteria population will reduce. And less availability of water for irrigation.
Oh my God. Change and change and change everywhere.
Everywhere.
Even soil is not free.
You are right, Akash.
Papa, we know that great danger is ahead. What steps are we taking to tackle all these?
Good question, Vani. Throughout the world, efforts are initiated to tackle the problems of global warming and climate change. There is understanding on many aspects. Most of the countries are of the views that before it is too late, we have to rise above individual interest.
Right.
The most important is that we have to fight against the greenhouse gases, reduce the use of fossil fuels, no burning of crop residues, and minimum use of chemical and pesticides in agriculture.
Agree.
Secondly, we have to invent new and innovative ways of sustainable development. More stress on research and development. Better to develop such crops which are resistant to drought and adverse conditions. These days, one more problem we are facing, and that is electronic waste.
Yes, electronic
Right.
We
waste.
all have to fight against the evil of global warming and weather change.
Yeah.
Okay, children, now enough is enough.
And the rain has also stopped. Huh?
And now it is the time for Mama to be in the kitchen.
And make some pakoras and
Yeah.
chai.
Okay, I understand. Okay, you all are hungry. I know.
Come on.
Whispers of the Wind. You were listening to the 20th episode of this science serial produced by All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar, titled Impact of Climate Change Part 1. This episode was written by Dilip Kumar Jha, translation by Dr. R.S. Yadav, coordinators were Dr. Nakul Parashar and Dr. Birendra Kumar Tyagi. This episode was directed by Sudarshan Kumar, presented by Dilip Jha and assisted by Arvind Sharma. Participants were Nikhil Diwan, Kumkum Jain, Pranchu and Mannat Nagar. Hey listeners, please stay with us. Here are 2 questions for you. The lucky winners will get attractive prizes from Vigyan Prasar. The first question is, what is the reason for depleting snow cover of Antarctica day by day? And the second question is, what is the reason for fishes being ill in the sea? You can send your answers by simple post. Our address is Science Serial, Whispers of the Wind, Director Vigyan Prasar, A50 Institutional Area, Sector 62, Noida 201309. You can also write on our email ID radio@vigyanprasar.gov.in. Please do write or mail us your full name, age and profession. If associated with Science Club, do let us know the membership of your club. If you have any query or question, do not hesitate to write to us. We will be back again with the next episode of this science serial, Whispers of the Wind, same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye.